In the past few weeks, it has really helped in educating me. As a youth, we are mostly very busy looking for ends meet, like you want to make money when you're in your 20s. And just a few weeks ago, the most cherishable portion in my life, that is my mom, fell sick. I can see myself running at a scatter just to make sure that everything is fine. But I can remember vividly when I go to the hospital, I see a lot of things that you would not want to experience. To cut the long story short, there are a lot of things that happens that I thank God that I experience it, because it always helps in shaping people. Because if you don't experience anything, you don't know they actually exist. That is why when there are so much killings in the north side, you don't have to wait before it gets to your place before you criticize. Because when you challenge the government or challenge the people in power, you are helping in shaping the community or the nation. But that aside, I was in the hospital. I learned that some patient also came back who wanted to do the surgery. It was 8 p.m. at the time they arrived. It was very intense. I can see them praying. But at the end of the day, the patient couldn't make it. And my mom was just a room away from the theater. I can see my mom heartbeat. That was my mom. But how about the people who lost their loved ones? It was very painful, because some of these things could have barely been avoidable, because, like I was saying, just a few minutes after the surgery, they announced that she had died. Everyone was surprised, because that was not our expectations. But the reason why I'm narrating this experience I had is that we tend to pay little or less attention to our health. Some people are struggling with a disease in which they are aware of, but they are not taking the necessary measure in curing that sickness in time. But this is things that we have to work on as an individual. You have to work on it. When you're in hospital, then you will know that God exists. I prayed something don't happen to you that you have to be in the hospital. Despite all these struggles, they still lost the patient. My mom was just close by. I had to plug an earphone to my mom's ear and play Christian music just to avoid the noise, just to avoid the tension, because my mom was even shaking. You have to pay attention to our health. If you know you're not that strong, there are certain things you don't have to do. I know the state in our country is not friendly, but please, if you had to do anything just to survive, just to stay alive, you cannot win by dying. If you have to win, you have to stay alive. And that is why I'm encouraging everyone. If you have any challenges in your head, please always pay attention and do what they ask you to do.